Welcome to Wolfpack Airsoft. Today we've got a very special couple of guests, which are Tommy and Carter from the Wolfpack, aka Splinter and Cowboy. They very kindly offered to come down and show us their kit, what weapons they use, what kit they run, how cool they look basically. We're going to split this over a couple of weeks so that we can get a good in-depth view of what the kit is. So enjoy.
Hi guys, I'm called Carter Mitchell, aka Cowboy, and I'm from the Wolfpack Airsoft team UK. I'm 21 years old and I've been playing Airsoft now for approximately 2 to 3 years. My favourite playstyle is CQB, or building to building scenario. Going over the kit that I run, primarily, we'll go over the gun first. This is the G&G Wild Hog 12-inch. A couple of modifications that I've made to the gun. I've added a crane stock onto the rear so that I can house a nunchuck style battery. Moving forward, I've added a speed trigger for a better trigger response, including the G&G electronic trigger unit that comes standard with the gun. Moving a little bit forward but up top, we've got a replica holographic sight which was purchased here at Bottom Up. Moving forward, we've got a FMA PEC 15 box which has the light and laser combo, so if I'm going into them dark scenarios I can put the torch on and illuminate any targets that are in front of me. Also, I've added 2 key mod rail sections which are made by Aries. This just gives the gun a little bit of a different look and also allows me to mount a foregrip to the front of the gun so for better handling. The sound hog up front I've sawn off so it is flush with the rail. And to finish off the gun, I've given it this wolf grey paint job with a couple of hints of the aluminum to really offset the gun. The last thing that I've done is added my signature Send Nudes on the dust cover. Setting that aside, we'll go over to the secondary that I run, which is the Stark Arms Glock 17. I've not really done anything to this gun. Bog standard, it is a really solid, reliable gun. The only things that I have done is added a Realtree wrap to the pistol grip just to give it a little bit of a different look and for added grip. Another thing that I've done is added an extended 50 round magazine. This just allows me to have more rounds in the gun and I don't have to reload as often. Moving from head to toe over the rest of my gear, up top for my ear protection and communications, we have the Z Tactical Sword-in headset. This offers great ear protection from both BBs and loud noises, as it does have the noise cancellation feature. Included with the noise cancellation feature, it also has a noise amplification feature, which allows me to hear things that I may not be able to hear without them. For example, I've been in a scenario where I've been on another side of a wall and I've heard people whispering in another room and I've been able to bang that room and clear through it in a matter of seconds. Moving down to the hat, we've just got an ICS baseball hat which was purchased again here at Bottom Up. On the back, I've got my Tantone name tape, which is my favourite character from 13 Hours. For my iPro, I'm running Oakley M frames with the black lens. These are military grade, ballistic rated. Moving down to the plate carrier, this is a Fly 6094 in AOR1. I decided to go for the AOR1 look to complement or do a seal impression kit. However, over time I've shied towards a more private military contractor kit. Going over the rig and what I run, up top of my chest I have a Z Tactical push torque which allows me to communicate with my teammates. Moving to the front and centre of the plate carrier, we have a red Indian patch made by BrickKit USA. To the right of that I've got an IR chem light. Moving down to house 3 M4 or M16 magazines, I've got the TMC triple kangaroo insert. This allows me to carry 3 M4 magazines of which capacity I could choose. A high capacity, a mid capacity, which these are at 140 rounds, or a low capacity. Also up front I have a double magazine pouch for pistol mags. This is again made by Fly. On my right, for that tactical kind of look, I've got a real steel combat application or CAT tourniquet. Moving around to the right hand side, I have a double 40mm grenade pouch made by Warrior Assault Systems. In the front grenade pouch, it holds my gold TRMR with the multi-shot base. Moving around to the left side, we have a Fly single double stack M4 M16 magazine pouch, again in AOR 1 to match the rest of the rig. My weapon sits on the Magpul MS2 style sling. It's a very comfy sling. It's not made of nylon, so it won't rub or itch during gameplay. On the back of my plate carrier, I'm going to tell you what I've got on the plate carrier, and then I'll turn around so you can see. On my left side, I run a 2-litre hydration pouch made by Emerson, again in AOR 1. This allows me to house a 2-litre hydration bladder, which keeps me hydrated out on the field. On the right side, I have a Fly AOR 1 grenade pouch. This is primarily for my teammates. If I was to come up to a room, I could have a grenade in the pouch ready. My teammate could grab it. Above that is a pair of flexi cuffs. Moving down to my belt setup, this is a Black Hawk Rigger's belt. Off to the left, I have a Gerber multi-tool, which I highly recommend everybody carry when they're out on the field. I don't like to run a dump pouch on my rear, and so the rear of my belt is empty. I don't like how it's flapping around with all the valuable magazines in there. Off to the right, I have a Bulldog Molly leg panel system with a double pistol mag pouch up front, and the Warrior Assault Systems universal pistol holster for the Glock. This allows me to hold my Glock, my 1911, and any other pistol that I may acquire in the future. Also, running the pistol mag pouches on the leg rig allows me to carry more magazines even if I wasn't to run the rig. Also, for gloves, I'm wearing the Mechanics Mossy Oak Vents. These are really nice gloves. They allow for easy manipulation of firearms, so you can feel the trigger, you'll be able to feel the fire selector, and also they won't overheat your hands. Lastly, for the footwear, I decided to opt for a pair of hiking boots. These are a pair of Caramore hiking shoes that you could pick up from Decathlon, Sports Direct, anywhere where they sell hiking gear. I would highly recommend a pair of hiking boots over anything else, as they offer for great tread and great breathability.
So thanks very much, Carter, for coming in and showing us your kit. Really appreciate that. Just a couple of questions for the people watching. What would you consider yourself as an airsoft player? What would your primary role be?
For a primary role, it's quite difficult to say. I'm a jack of all trades. I do have myself an SR25, so I can assume a recon or sniper kind of role. I also have an LMG, a 249, which I adore. So I'm happy to run and gun with that, but I'm also happy to sit back and support my guys and make sure that they can get up front. I also have a variety of assault rifles so that I can engage targets a little bit closer. I can do the building to building,
cool.
And I can be more up front and
Fantastic.
help with the guys.
So what would you consider to be your favourite piece of kit?
That's quite a difficult decision, or a difficult question. That's kind of like asking somebody who their favourite child is. I would say my most valuable piece of kit would be my Bolt M4, which has been one of my first ever guns. It's always been my go-to gun. It's never let me down. And again, I think another piece of valuable kit would be this plate carrier that I'm wearing. This is probably the first plate carrier that I ever bought. I wanted to do a seal impression, and
nice.
It's never left my side.
Cool. Just as a last question for you then, have you got any tips, tricks, advice for new players out there that are looking to get into the game and look at your setup and think, wow, that's cool?
Sure. Have everything accessible so where it's comfy for you. There's no point running bits of kit that you think just look cool, but it's going to be a fumble for you to get to. All my mags are set up for quick reloads, and when you're out there playing, watch your six. There's been a vast majority of times where I've come up behind players that have not watched the six, and I've been able to roll through about 15 guys.
Excellent. Well, you heard it. We really appreciate you coming, Kat, and showing us what you've got.
No problem.
Thank you very much. Thanks for watching, guys.
Bomber Airsoft.